Jinger Duggar highlights Jason Duggar's wedding, shares inside look. It's been almost a month since Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace Jones married in Tennessee. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo attended the event without their children, which allowed them to film some of the highlights. They documented most of their trip, including their early morning trip to the airport and long travel day, a visit to Bookies, shopping at the Bates sisters' shop, and memorable moments from the wedding. The Counting On stars shared everything on their YouTube channel, and it is the first real look at the wedding that happened earlier this month. From dancing to the first kiss, the inside look was more personal than the other videos and photos shared publicly. However, there was one moment she could have, and should have, edited it. A few moments that stood out in the vlog Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo filmed earlier this month caught our eye. As Jason Duggar waited at the altar for Maddie Grace Jones to walk down the aisle, the bridal party walked out to Taylor Swift's Love Story. Given the non-secular world the Duggars grew up in, it was an interesting choice. Jinger also highlighted Jana Duggar glowing as she danced with her husband, Stephen Wissmann. The couple danced and twirled while everyone was sitting down for a meal. However, Jinger did make an editing faux pas. For someone so particular about her daughter's faces being covered, she neglected to ensure Jill Duggar's oldest son, Israel Dillard, was covered. While filming, Jill and Derek Dillard sat in front of Jinger and Jeremy. During a part of the vlog, Israel was caught on camera as she attempted to capture Maddie Grace walking down the aisle. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo have put much effort into building their brand this year. Their revamped logo and new podcast have been the stepping stones, with Jinger working to extend her library as an author. She has another book coming in 2025 and will likely make the press rounds with that one too. They are very much interested in a life in the spotlight but on their terms. Living in California has opened up new possibilities for the couple, and it looks like they will remain on the West Coast indefinitely as they continue to build their lives together. After growing up in the spotlight as her family filmed their TLC series 19 Kids and Counting On, Jinger Duggar is opening up about parts of the experience that she doesn't look back on fondly. Like plenty of other reality stars, Jinger wasn't always a fan of the edits to the episodes of her family's shows, and it sounds like her parents weren't either. In this week's installment of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, the couple talked about their reality TV past. Jinger was still a kid when TLC first started following her family around with cameras. And then Jeremy joined in on the fun with Counting On when he and Jinger started courting, all the way to the show's cancellation in 2021 following oldest son Josh Duggar's arrest. Jinger and Jeremy shared footage of Jinger watching the intro to 19 Kids and Counting on an iPad as they recorded their podcast this week, which featured her mom, Michelle Duggar, introducing her family ahead of an episode about the Duggars getting stuck in a snowstorm. "Crazy," she said, handing the iPad back to Jeremy. But as the Duggar kids got older, they realized that some things would be cut from the episode or rearranged in a way that made it seem like they meant something they didn't. Or I rolled my eyes in an interview, then they put in there next to something I said about my mom and dad. And it was like, no, I didn't mean that, Jinger said on the podcast. Jinger even admitted that she's hoping to be able to get access to all of the episodes for her own children to watch someday. If Jinger is able to get access to all of the episodes, it will be even cooler to sit and relive all of those moments from her life with her own children. Not many of us have that opportunity. Now that she has distance between filming the show and where she is today, it should be interesting for Jinger to watch it all again. After Josh Duggar's crimes came into the limelight, Amazon Prime exposed the Duggar family further. They released a bombshell docuseries, Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. It talked about the infamous family practicing IBFL and how toxic it turned out to be. Family members from Counting On, like Jill Dillard and Amy Duggar King, also came forward to share their experiences. In a recent interview, the latter shared more details about how she feels about her sister-in-law, Anna E., Josh's wife. She reacted to a controversial statement by Anna on their viral docuseries. Josh Duggar is considered one of the worst reality TV celebrities after the report came out that he molested his own sisters. As he now serves a sentence in prison for child pornography, fans have realized his true face. Many family members decided to stay mum about his arrest and the things that were going on in the family. However, Jill Dillard and Amy King decided to stand up for what was right. They also shared their experiences in Amazon's docuseries, Shiny Happy People. After its success, Amy revealed in an interview with that she has not talked to her sister-in-law Anna Duggar after the imprisonment of her husband, Josh Duggar. The Duggar cousin from Counting On revealed that there has been radio silence since Anna had to bid goodbye to her husband as he went to prison. She still wanted her sister-in-law to know that the door is always open. At the same time, Amy didn't want Anna to think she was forcing him to leave or anything. But if the mother of 7 ever wanted to speak or anything, her sister-in-law would always be there for her. Amy also acknowledged that she heard that Anna had called her and Jill toxic. King found it interesting that Anna used those words. She talked of how Josh's wife would go to many rallies for women standing up against abuse. Yet, Amy defended Anna by saying that she must be processing the whole thing slowly as it must be pretty hard for her. Anna Duggar has avoided the public eye since her husband, Josh Duggar, went to prison. The latter was guilty of disturbing crimes like possessing and receiving child porn. Hence, he will be doing time for 12 years now. His wife decided to stick by her husband despite the backlash. She also consistently visited him in prison since he left. Amidst this, Amazon exposed the Duggars even more with Shiny Happy People. Everyone was eager to know how the family members felt about the show. While Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar called the series derogatory and meant to hurt other people's sentiments, their daughter-in-law, Anna, feels the same way. As per the sources, the latter has been avoiding the series. At the same time, without naming names, Anna called the people who participated toxic. That's how fans found out that the family dynamics are still strained as ever. Do you think they will ever reconcile? Tell us in the comments below. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's kids were brought up in a very conservative and orthodox setting. As all of them were highly religious, their upbringing was very different from other regular American kids. Well, that's precisely why TLC chose the family to depict their lifestyle in 19 Kids and Counting, and then Counting On. But after most of the children had grown up, many of them came forward regarding how toxic the institution was for them. As per the latest Duggar news, Joy-Anna is one of them and has recently spoken up about her decision to wear pants again finally. Keep reading to know more details about this. Joy-Anna Duggar no longer associates with the conservative family she grew up with. She is now living a happy life with her husband, Austin Forsyth, and their kids, Evelyn and Gideon. Well, over the years, the star has earned a reputation for speaking out regarding the disturbing things her family put her through, especially her convicted sibling, Josh Duggar. Well, the latest Duggar news update revealed that Joy-Anna has finally started wearing pants for the first time. She also opened up about this decision through her social media handle. Joy-Anna revealed that while growing up, everyone around her made her believe that women wearing anything other than skirts and dresses are immodest. In fact, she and her husband also prayed for a long time regarding their decision to wear pants. As per Duggar News, they had their first conversation regarding such a change in their first year of marriage. But since Joy-Anna had worn skirts all her life, she was in no rush to change that. But that ultimately happened, and she made a Q&A about it while answering all her fans' queries. It turns out that Joy-Anna is not the only member of the Duggar family who made the decision to embrace pants. Her sister, Jinger Duggar, was also raised the same way. Both the sisters, including their other siblings, were taught under the Institute in Basic Life Principles. It was the religious organization the Duggar family followed. Jinger took to her social media to explain that her family's behavior resembled that of a cult. At last, she also made the decision to start wearing pants. In her book, Becoming Free Indeed, Jinger Duggar opened up about how the extreme teaching of her parents made her want to leave Jesus. It took her a long time to unlearn all the toxicity she bore while growing up. Then, other family members helped her make the switch in her clothing choices. While the Duggar News fanbase is happy that the members are coming out regarding these major and minor changes and embracing their authentic selves. Do you like Jinger and Joanna and support their decision to change their fashion sense? Tell us in the comments below.